I've investigated exactly how Andrew Tate makes $12 million per month, and what I found will shock you. Today, I'll be showing you exactly how he became the most Googled man on earth and how he turns that attention into cash. This is not another one of those videos that pretends like his funnel is why he makes so much money. I'm going to show you the mass manipulation required to be able to reprogram an entire generation. If you don't know me, my name is Lionel and I help online coaches scale their info products. My agency has generated 7.3 million for online coaches on the done for you side and 15K for our students on the consulting side, which we just launched last month. And to understand why Tate was able to make so much money, you need to understand this picture right here. It's a pendulum. And if you know anything about physics, you know that no matter how far out this ball goes, it will always come swinging back in the opposite direction. Why is this important? It's because it perfectly explains the concept of counterculture. And understanding this word right here is the key to understanding why Andrew Tate was able to become the most Googled man on earth and make a fuck ton of money. Counterculture is a group whose values, norms, and lifestyle significantly oppose those of the mainstream society, often emerging as a rebellious movement. They often emerge in younger generations as a big fuck you to the older generation that they resent. Think hippies. Now, let's turn the clock back to 2022, 2023, when Andrew Tate was starting to blow up, and let's look at what the culture was like at that time. It was post-COVID, high unemployment, low wages, and liberal propaganda was running wild. This led to most young men being resentful of the world around them because the world around them told them that their feelings don't matter, that they were what's wrong with society, and that a man's life is essentially worthless when compared to a woman's. But then came Master Poe, the first person to tell young men that their feelings do matter and they are to use those negative emotions as fuels to improve themselves. The first person to tell young men that they are not what's wrong with society and that they are the builders of society, but the men before them had failed. The first person to tell young men that the value of a man and the value of a woman are completely different. While women are born with their value, men are given the right to earn it. And that last line right there is where the manipulation began. Instantly, Andrew becomes the archon of an emerging counterculture, promising young men the ability to finally get the love, power, and respect that they deserve if they worked hard, applied themselves, and buy his $50 per month course. We now have entered my personal favorite space on the internet, the online course selling space. Full transparency, I'm a course seller. I help course sellers sell more courses, so please excuse my excitement as we start to dive into some of these upcoming topics. Let's start off with the landing pages, and what you'll notice is how shit these landing pages are. They break every single rule of marketing. The fucking headline is trash, the subheadline is trash, the VSL, I've watched it multiple times, that shit is fucking trash, the structure is trash for all landing pages. But the big question is, why does it still work? It's because he got the only thing right that fucking matters: the offer. Every good marketer knows that the offer is king. And what Andrew was offering was power to an impressed group of young men for only $50 a month. But this isn't where the mass manipulation ends, because we still have to address the elephant in the room. How the fuck did Andrew become the most famous man on earth? To answer that, we also have to look at what was taking over the internet at the time. 2022 to 2023 was the first year where TikTok took over YouTube in average watch time per user globally, meaning that the average user watched short form content far more than long form content. And this is a trend that Andrew caught onto and made sure to capitalize on. You see, once you join Hustlers University, you were given the option to promote the course for commissions. They even taught you how to promote it in the course. What do you think happens when you get a whole bunch of angry men, tell them that money would solve all their issues, and teach them that promoting your course was the best way to make money? They make you the most famous man in the world. Now, this is everything that happens before the funnel. And now we're going to get into what everybody else likes to talk about. But I like to focus on this because what I'm about to go into next is not why Andrew became famous. It's not why he became rich as fuck. This is the simple shit that everybody else likes to talk about. What happens when you join Hustlers University is Andrew ran what's called a low to high ticket ascension funnel. So you paid $50 up front. As soon as you join, you're given the option to pay $6 to $8 grand to join the war room. Bada bing, bada boom. So you pay, and then as soon as you join, you're given the option to pay even more for a higher level of connection with Andrew, even at a 1% conversion rate. When you're getting as much TAM, when your total addressable market is as large as Andrew's was, when throughput is as big as Andrew's was, you start making $12 million per month. There's a reason why I say this last, because it's the most boring part of this whole entire fucking process. This is what everybody else has been focused on. But this is what my obsession is. This is what I fucking love. This is what I fucking love. But if you want a more in-depth breakdown of low to high ticket ascension funnel, I already have a video up on my channel, which you can watch next.